Hello there, it's Plonker88. Yes, me again. Now, I actually apologise for not doing many videos, but I lost my camcorder, yes. Now, I now have a camera here, so I apologise if it falls over during the video. I've done a few mock videos just to see how it works, and it's happened quite a bit, so I apologise if that happens. Now, I've had loads of comments on my previous videos, and I'm very, very helpful for them. I've got some subscribers, and people have commented quite a lot on my game reviews and said that's pretty good. Thank you very much for your honest reactions. And for you, today I have with me again my PSP, and today I will be reviewing a classic. Now you can see me there beautifully reflected in the screen. The screen's that clear now. It was grubby last time I did this review, or a review with my PSP. It's now nice and clear, clean, crisp. Now it does help, I guess, that this camera actually records in HD 720p, so the good old remake classic of Final Fantasy on the PSP. Now let's go into it. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy was actually released back in the, I believe, the early 80s. And there was a company called Square. Now, Square made a few games here and there. They weren't particularly good. There was a racing game, I believe. There was a game where there was this person running along and jumped over gaps. Weird things. And basically, it's a last ditch attempt. They made this game called Final Fantasy. Now, there's a reason why it's called Final Fantasy. They thought it was going to be their last game they would ever make. It's now stretched to 12 official, as in the number 12. I mean, there's loads of offcasts. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is the biggest universe within inside the Final Fantasy epilogue, if you like. So, if we were to go into this, now this was released onto the Game Boy Advance back, I believe, a couple of years ago. This is about a year old Final Fantasy, because now Final Fantasy 2 is also on the PSP. But I'm not sure if many people know, but in case you don't, the PSP is actually capable of displaying HD. If you have a look, if I can really represent it on the camera very well, but these images are a lot more vivid on the PSP than it would be on the DS or the Game Boy Advanced, because of course the PSP screen is a lot better anyway. So, let's go into my loaded game. Now, I haven't got very far at all, so I apologise for that, but at least I can show the game, what it looks like, graphics wise, you know. Now, don't know if many people know what the NES version looked like, but a lot different than this. I mean, this is actually very nice. Very nice to look at, to play. Very, very nice. I mean, look at it. It's just pristine, it's clear, it's crisp. Oops. Oh, I defeated a goblin 17 times. The menu system is lovely. No. I'll be back in a moment, see if I can get this to focus. Right, I apologise for this, my camera can't focus on it very well, but anyway, we have items, magic, equipment, status, formation, configuration, save. Now, I'm not going to go into the story about Final Fantasy. I know a lot of people like my background stories on games, but it's a very well known game. You probably look up the story on the internet, and also it's very complicated. It involves a paradox containing the very first boss you try and defeat. In fact, I can actually go there now and show you him, I hope. Well, off we go. Now, this is the map screen where you would encounter random conflicts. I mean, I know this is a review, but this is more of a look at what it looks like on the PSP. I mean, it's very nice. Updated visuals, it's on a higher aspect ratio. clean, clear, crisp. I keep saying that, but it's very clean, clear and crisp. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it's a basic game on the PSP. They could have completely remade it as a 3D game. Frankly, no, they shouldn't have. Doing it this way has kept it retro, but at the same time, updated it to the 21st century. It's a brilliant game, and the Final Fantasy franchise has many fans, including myself, and it's just a brilliant franchise. Each game can easily give you 40 to 50 hours of comfortable, I say comfortable gameplay, some are quite hard, of quality gameplay. I mean, it's the typical Final Fantasy formula. I'm practically now, but you're sitting there watching my review, so you're gonna have to take it. Right, there's some goblins defeated. Oh. I mean, they kept all the original scores, music. They put in more. I mean, apart from a few more dungeons after the, I'm now going to turn that standby for a minute. Apart from the, there's a few dungeons added after the game itself. After you've actually completed the game, there's a few more dungeons you can go into and get some bonus booty, if you like, bonus items that you can sell, that sort of thing. Apart from that, it's pretty much unchanged, the gameplay. They've redesigned some of the dungeons, some of the castles, because they were so hard back in this day. There's some name changes in it. Some of the names are different from what they were in the original version. Stuff like that. Just to let you know sort of what's changed. I mean, apart from that, it's exactly the same game as many of you would have played 20 odd years ago. I mean, a lot of the player reviews on some of the sites are actually saying who'd want to sit there and play a 20-year-old game. Who wouldn't? It's one of the best RPGs you can play. I mean, at the moment I'm meaning to, I've got a Game Boy Advance emulator on this actually, and if anybody wishes me to review that, I'll do that in due course. I'm actually meaning to put on all the Final Fantasies, because they've all been released for the Game Boy Advance, apart from 3 I think, which was done for the DS, which I have anyway. Yeah, they've all been released, so I can play them in order. Now I'm going to run out of time on this video, but thank you for watching, and please comment on my videos as usual. This is Plunker88 signing out.